Welcome to Couch Pilots, all of my friends, the show that dares to fly into the unknown territory of awful television pilots of the past. My name is Jason, but those close to me call me the Black Bourgeoisie, and by my side, as always, is my middle-class man. It's Captain Philip Restisher. Good evening.
I've been middle class all my life, bitches, and I'm fucking loving it. Hell yeah. Let's tear this shit up tonight.
Oh, I love that we're cursing again. Last week, we couldn't curse, and I just want to, I want to say all the curse words.
Oh, I know, but we did really well.
I did well. You guys were hell and shit, and you even let the boy say motherfucker, I believe. I don't know.
He'll tell his mom too. I know they just pulled out of let's go canon here. They just pulled out of the driveway, and I know 2 minutes down the road he said, Blake let me say motherfucker on the podcast. I know it.
You better have said Blake and not they. I want to be good with your wife still.
I was proud of him. He did a pretty good job.
He was a great baggage boy. He loves to take the baggage and then move it. And who could ask for more from a baggage boy?
His arms are so big.
It is a bizarre thing.
His calf muscles, super scrawny. Yeah. But his arms are like John Cena.
It is a bizarre thing to see a 10-year-old boy with massive guns, isn't it?
But hey, you know what?
I'm sure he could beat the hell out of me, but luckily I'm taller than him.
Right.
And I have an authoritative voice when I tell him to do things. Thank you for that. Oh, boy. Coming around here, the end of July.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, you're forgiven.
I'm sorry. I wanted to go ahead and say hello to all of my friends.
Oh, sure, yeah.
I got Eugene in Corpus Christi, Juanita down there south of the border in Mexico City, and I want to say a big shout out to Fred in Fresno.
Fredsno.
We're killing it already. Why we don't have sponsors, I don't understand.
Speaking of killing it, man, I was mowing my grass the other day. You ever do that?
Oh, I've done it a few times.
Hold on, I'm going to cuss. You ever do that fucking shit?
Hell fucking yeah. Goddamn right, bitches.
So I'm mowing it, as I do. And
when he says mowing it, he means mowing the ladies' vaginas down.
Oh, shit.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my. And I'm about done. I'm in my backyard.
I'm about done.
And then something, I feel like a puncture in the back of my left calf. And I go like this. I go, Ew! And I let go of the bar, which is a safety feature on the lawnmower, and the blade stops. And then I run about 10 feet. I turn around. I see nothing, so I say nothing. And then I look at my calf, and I see just a tiny little dot on my leg. Somebody
shot you with a BB gun?
Someone has shot me. I don't know what it is.
I told you to carry that gun when you leave.
I know. And I didn't do it. And it's haunted me ever since. I think it's mainly because I don't have my AARP card to prove that I'm a gun owner.
Right.
But I was thinking, something stung me or bit me. And I look behind me and I don't see anything. And I'm like...
Were you expecting to see somebody?
Well, you...
or a big giant bee?
Well, I looked at the calf and I was thinking, oh, okay, I think I'm stung. Something stung me for... Some fucking stupid animal stung me. Some insect. I wasn't going to do anything to it, but it stung me anyway. And half the time when they sting you, they leave their asshole in you.
Right.
And so they're going to die. Like, you want to kill me for no reason, idiot?
Right.
I look down. I don't see a stinger. It's like, all right. But I see a little dot. And I start squeezing the dot. And there's no blood. It's very bizarre.
No blood, no foul.
Mm-hmm. Play the ball as it lies. And so I haven't been stung for a few years. So the immediate fear is I'm getting to be an old man. Now, am I going to have a reaction?
An aneurysm.
Oh. Am I going to have an aneurysm?
Oh, I thought you said it wasn't a sting. Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Well, I don't know what it was. I believe it to be a sting, but I don't know.
Stinger?
Because not always does the asshole remain in your skin. Sometimes they get a clean sting and get out of there.
Right. Clean sting. That's what I say. I always want a clean sting.
You can't sleep with 100 women and claim to have a clean sting, all right? So I'm looking around. I don't see any flying insects. I look at the ground. Maybe something on the ground, but I see nothing. I'm like, oh, jeez.
And you still said nothing, right?
I still said nothing. My lips are sealed, like the Go-Go's once and only once said. I make my way back to the lawnmower, and I complete the job without incident. But as time goes on, the back of my leg becomes more and more red, and then it becomes warm to the touch. And I think, oh, geez, I think I have perhaps a small infection.
And won't your mama be disgusted when she sees your calf muscle?
I don't know what that is. I don't know. So I go to work the next day, and some lady I sit next to says, yes, my boyfriend was stung by something or bitten, and his hand is turning green. I'm like, oh, Jesus Christ. And I say, well, my leg, I think something happened to my leg. And now that you mention it, I can feel the warmth of my wound through my pants. It's that warm.
Jesus.
That's bizarre. So after I
How
get
bizarre.
home, so I go home, and I gotta get it back. I can't see it through all the hair on my leg, so I shave part of my leg because I want to get a better look at what's happening. And it's firm back there, where the other calf is not as firm. So something is happening beneath the surface of my skin, and I'm starting to be like, oh, what is going on?
I'm so scared right now. But you're here.
But I'm here. Well, am I here? Or is this some sort of fever dream? Are you drunk beside the pool right now?
Could be. Might be, could be. It is.
So I go out and I get the cortisone cream and I ice my leg, and the icing seems to help the heat on my. It keeps that at bay, and it's still shaven right now, and it looks so hot. You know what I mean? Not only was it hot, but it looked hot, like a Japanese condiment.
How hot was it?
How
hot was it?
Like a Japanese condiment. You know what I mean?
Like wasabi?
Yeah.
It's been 1 week since you looked at me. Cocked your head to the side and said I'm angry. 5 days since you laughed at me.
But I'm okay.
Together, come back and
I was worried I'd lose my leg, but I haven't lost my leg. It's still there.
Okay. But
We say you're sorry. You know this?
this will sound because never touch fire hot like wasabi when I bust rhymes. I'm rocking in rhymes because I'm all about value. Mad guy got the mad hits. You try to match hits. You try to. We can't play this. We can't. Jason,
I love this song, though. I want to hear the whole thing.
we can't play this song.
I feel that if we just played songs like this for the podcast, the numbers would be better. So let me just listen to the whole thing real quick. It's only another 4
But we
minutes.
can't. We can't. 4 minutes.
It's like 10.
Oh.
Why can't we? Because you don't like it. You quote it every fucking show.
I love the song, but we can't because we've been officially warned.
By what? What are you doing? By you?
We've been officially warned.
By who?
YouTube.
You know what to do, too.
Right. Hi, Couch Pilots Podcast. A copyright owner using Content ID claims some material in your video. This is just a heads up. Don't worry, you're not in trouble and your account's standing is not affected by this. There are ads running on your video with the revenue going to the copyright owner, or the copyright owner is receiving stats about your video. Video title, Season 7, Episode 1, Diner. Copyright content, secondhand news.
It's been
Claimed by WMG.
WMG, what's that? Did you
What's
say
the-
Diner?
Yeah.
What did we do on
Episode
that show?
7. Season 7, Episode 1, Diner.
What did we do on that show?
It says, what's next? If there are no problems, you don't need to take any action. You don't need to delete your video. If something went wrong and the copyright owner or systems made a mistake, we have dispute process. Only use this if you're confident you have rights to use all content in your video. Need copyright safe songs? ? Then choose music for your next video. You can avoid copyright related issues by picking some songs from YouTube audio library. We're adding new tracks all the time. The YouTube team.
First of all, is that it? That's a very pleasant.
Yeah. I've had worse
cease
from
and
them.
desist.
I've had worse from them.
Second of all, what do we really? Is it the Wings music?
No, it couldn't, because it would come up it would be flagged every single time.
So what is it?
We played some music on Season 7, the Diner episode, which I'm not going to go back and listen to.
I don't want to listen to it.
So,
I think I was in a much better place in my life back then, and to look back on it now would be really frustrating.
Preposterous. Pop. How you doing? Is your leg okay?
Yeah, I'm feeling now. It's a little warm, but it's not.
So you've never figured out what it is, because you kind of left all the listeners hanging. What is it?
I don't know. I don't know what it was. Someone told me. Yeah, I think it's a spider bite, like a wolf spider jumped up and
Ooh,
bit you.
a wolf spider.
But I didn't feel anything like big land on my leg. It was very bizarre.
How bizarre was it?
I liken to think it was a hornet or something. But here,
Was it-
I'll show you my leg.
Was it a ground hornet?
Maybe, I don't know.
Could have been a ground hornet. You did what? Good job, Shape.
I went
Silky
against the
smooth.
grain.
Oh, you went against the grain?
Yeah. The
Have strength, go against grain. It's a country song.
love George Strait.
That's
Oh, absolutely, without a doubt, it is. It may as well be him, right? It all sounds the same. It's still a little firm. It's red and a little warm, but it doesn't hurt.
How did it affect your boners? During that time, like your sexual performance during the time that you had that going on.
I think my boner suffered. You know, it's I think
Every day I'm suffering.
boner suffering. I think the wound was claiming some of the much needed blood that would otherwise be delegated to my bonier.
I hear you.
So yeah, I'm not afraid to say my boner suffered during this time of insect wound.
Did anybody notice that it suffered?
What do we have here for fan feedback?
Oh, we got
today?
some fan feedback. Do you want to start with the voicemail, or you want to ease into it?
Can we start and end with it?
No, it's a two-parter. We have to do the whole thing together.
All right, let's end it with it.
All right. Let's see. Go to this.
Did you have some fan feedback on the last episode you couldn't read because it was filthy?
Yep. Well, not filthy, but Dee Dee says, I demand a green card if I win, in regards to CouchCon and her wrestling match against Lori Garcia. Also, I demand Melissa as our wedding singer. Melissa
Melissa Etheridge.
Oh,
What are you? You didn't know what that was?
well, it says Melissa, but it's spelled without all the S's. Yeah.
Say how it's spelled.
Mellisa.
Melilla.
Melilla.
Maybe that's the Australian version of
Melissa. Anyway, Dee Dee then goes on to say, because Down Under is several years behind the rest of the world,
Right.
to get to CouchCon on time, I will have to start traveling in the next few days. Therefore, I won't have time to construct my costume for my match against Lori Garcia. What would it be possible for Fook Me to run it up for me? It's a very simple design, as seen below. My wrestling name is Drop Bear, so I have included my logo for insertion as well. She said insertion.
Nice.
When I win the match, all I have to do is pop on a white veil for my marriage ceremony to the Black Captain, and
Still covered in pudding.
that's her wrestling outfit.
That's awesome. Yeah,
the old Batgirl.
Fook Me is and again,
Seamstress. She was a seamstress.
She's a master seamstress, and again, we believe Fook Me to actually be Anne, which is DSJ's baby mama.
Right. And so she had mentioned that she had a logo for her
Wrestling persona.
Right. And it's a drop bear.
It's terrifying.
So terrifying.
The drop bear is an animal not unlike the Mexican chupacabra, but of Australian
It's
lore.
a koala bear with claws, red eyes, and fangs.
It's a terrifying, kind of like a rabies-induced koala.
Arabian-induced.
Is that all? I was hoping for so much more.
I don't know, the Arabian Nights. So my response was Captain Black Captain Black really is the winner either way on this one. Love the costume and the logo. Scared the shit out of me when I scrolled down. I love it. Hope all is well. Light years in the past. Finally, Lori Garcia chimes in. And she put a link to a YouTube Cherokee Heart tampon.
These are the two ladies that will be going head-to-head at CouchCon 2018. I love that they're both providing fan feedback at the same time.
Yeah, and regarding the hair woven, I don't know what's going on here.
Talking about Indian hair tampons.
Yeah, and as for the major Australian religion, it's Pastafarian. Mm-hmm. We believe in flying spaghetti monsters.
Yeah, kind of like Rastafari, but Pastafarian. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Rastafarian is exactly what she posted.
Pastafarian, though.
Pastafarian.
The flying spaghetti monster.
Here we go. Are you ready?
Hit me, baby.
Hit me, baby, one more time.
Hey guys, it's Tyler. I'm going to go ahead and say this may be a two-parter. I got a lot of shit to say. Well, first off, we're going to start off with some good news. Me and Captain Resture kind of been talking, tiny amount about stuff. Been looking for a new job. And, well, I finally found one, and I started July the 9th. And it's interesting because, man, this is true. I'm going to work for an avionics company.
Nice.
I can't really talk a lot about it because I do a lot of government work. So I had to sign like 20 different forms
Oh, been there.
saying I wouldn't talk about it. That's why I'm just saying
That's
I got
why-
a job. You can at least talk about that.
That's what he's talking about.
Anyway, so, I may be able to get y'all some decent airplane parts or,
Nice.
hell, maybe even a whole C-130.
We're always looking for parts.
Don't know. But, it's going to be good. Get paid a little more. I might actually be able to contribute to the Patreon
Oh, God, that'd be great.
now. Pay some shit off. Shit. And, anyways, that's good. Just want to say that. Pat myself on the fucking back a little bit.
Nice. High five that
The other
shit.
thing is, I had a question for Captain Resture since he's so knowledgeable in these things.
That's me. That's me.
There's this young lady I've been kind of talking to here recently, and
You're the
we've
man
been
for
on
that.
a couple dates,
Nice. Fuck that bitch, didn't you? Nope.
and, well, we got texting the other night.
Sexting. That's what he said.
I know this is
We
going.
hadn't really talked in a good little while,
It had been a good little while.
and that texting turned to the sexting.
Yes!
Here we go.
My man!
Here we go.
Well, she didn't really participate, but she wanted me to keep going with it. So I went and wrote a fucking short story,
As he's apt to do.
and then she ghosted me.
Oh.
Like, I ain't heard shit from her. I mean, it was a very, very detailed message
This makes me angry.
Yeah.
to the point where I got myself off.
Nice. High five that shit.
Been there too.
I didn't even need her to say anything. But still, it's kind of fucked up. So, Captain, rest assured, do I need to pursue this or just let her go? Because like I said, we went on a couple dates and hadn't really heard from her none. Then she got texted me the other night. Was it a one-off thing? She just kind of a little horny that night, or?
I'm going to be perfectly honest with you.
Is that it, or is there another part?
There's another part, but I want to stop, collaborate, and have Tyler listen.
Mm-hmm.
All right? You went on a couple dates with this girl. You seemed to like her. She seemed to be nice. Things were going well, and she requested sexting. All right?
Yes.
Been on a couple dates. You were a gentleman, obviously. Tyler's a gentleman.
Tomorrow is never promised.
Right. And he said, you know what? I want this long term. I want this to last. I don't want to do a rest assure and never see this girl again, whether she has a rod in her back or not. All right? But he also says, hey, she's requesting this. I'm going to give her a little bit. And she wasn't reciprocating. You don't ask for sexting and not reciprocate.
No.
Here's the problem. He gave her too much. If she's not reciprocating, you stop.
This is the game that we play, right? This is the cat
with
and mouse of
with the
relationships.
ladies.
Yeah.
Yeah. And just like I know Tyler would do in a relationship, he gave too much.
You tease them, you give them a little bit, and
Yes.
you want them running back.
Yes. And he did not do that. He gave her the whole enchilada. Just give her the tip of the enchilada.
Just give them the very, very tip.
Just right where the things meet. Tyler, you're a good man.
Yes.
I'm. First of all, congratulations on the new job. That's great. Really proud of you because I know he'd been struggling and not having it with his last job. So congratulations on that. In regards to the girl, hey, congratulations on a couple dates. For sure, right? You gave too much. I love you, man, but I got to be straightforward with you. If Jason came into me with the same problem, I'd have to be straightforward with him. You gave her too much. You even said you wrote her a short story. No, you give her 2 lines, 2 or 3 lines, and wait for the come back, the reciprocation.
Right.
You didn't get it, but you were into it,
and now you got to quit it.
Yeah, you were trying. You text it. You got to quit it.
Now the next part of the voicemail here, is it have to do with the first part at all, or is it completely different?
Don't know. I don't listen to these in advance. All right.
So, should I try to either go on another date or try to get up to sexting again? Or should I take cues from Karaoke Big E and start fucking my cousin?
I love that he listens
I
to
got behind on it, and then I found this wonderful little gym called Hickety Tuesday on Karaoke Big E, where they do country music and basically make fun of rednecks, my people. And it hurt a lot. Old heart was drooping. Had tears, one single tear running down my eye like that Indian. So should I find a cousin and fuck her to be more like how the South is supposed to be? Or maybe my mother?
No.
Or do I only impregnate my mother to have a sister, then I can get fucking sister, daughter, wife.
Almost too much thought into this.
Right.
And she'll be underage, so that's incest and pedophilia. So, I mean, that's right up there. So, I mean, that's pretty cool. Also, I have to agree with Kevin. Sturgill Simpson is a great blues artist. His album, Meta Modern Sounds and Country Music, is the best blues album ever. Well, I think I'm about to run out of time again, so I'll let y'all go. Talk to you later, and that's about all I got.
I got a few things I'd like to say if I could. First of all, Tyler, always great to hear from you. Congratulations on the new job. Thank you so much for calling in. 2, Hickety Tuesday is not making fun of the South as much as it is paying homage to country music and the South. You have no idea. Pekin, Illinois is the South of Illinois. You have no idea how much love these people genuinely have.
Better modern sound and country music.
What's that?
Go ahead.
Okay. People here love country music. They're not making fun of it. All right, they're having fun, but they're not making fun.
I've seen Jesus play with flames.
Second of all, this girl ghosting you? Forget her. You're better than that. It makes me so angry.
You can't do anything because I've got the.
Met the devil in Seattle.
We gotta get better equipment here. That's all it is.
Listen to this. This is some fucking
Sturgill?
groove right here, man.
Sturgill?
Yeah.
And finally, I'll say Tyler has tickets to Couch Con.
Yeah, VIP tickets. He didn't pay for them.
He's got VIP tickets. We're upgrading him to platinum. Last episode, we mentioned there's only a few left. We are sold out with Tyler and +1. He's got a guest if he wants it.
Sure.
He has platinum top-tier tickets to CouchCon 2018.
Right.
Free of charge.
You can bring this. It makes me mad. I would like to. To be honest with you, Tyler, this is what I want. I'm going to tell you what I want. What I really, really want. I want you to give us this girl I want you to give us this girl's number because I think you got fucked and you got played and it makes me mad and I want to tell her how I feel.
Give us the number to this girl. We'll go to her house and break her windows.
We love you, Tyler, man. I'm glad to know you're doing good. Congratulations on the new job. Fuck that girl. Go on to the next one. Fuck it. Who cares?
Ladies and gentlemen, the captains have turned on the fasten seatbelt sign.
Don't ask for sexting if you're not going to sext back.
Girls don't want a guy that's not confident and they don't want a guy that is too available. You have to slowly feed it to them so they keep coming back for more until you get them in a place where you want. And this is not playing a game to get to like fuck with the woman. This
isn't canon.
No. This is to get a relationship. This is what a girl wants. They want the cat and mouse, and you know what? We're gonna give it to them. All right.
You gave them the whole cat and the mouse and the trap and the Tom and Jerry cartoons.
I'll tell you the problem with scientific power that you're using here. It didn't require any discipline to attain it. You read what others had done, and you took the next step. You didn't earn the knowledge for yourself, so you didn't take any responsibility for it. You stood on the shoulders of geniuses to accomplish something as fast as you could, and before you even knew it, you had patented it, you had packaged it, and slapped it on a plastic lunchbox, and now you're selling it. You want to sell it.
Jurassic Park.
That is actually correct.
You know the only reason I knew that?
No, I don't.
Because the imitation was good.
Oh, really?
And I knew it was either Jurassic Park or The Fly.
The imitation was good. Wow,
Yeah.
what an honor.
That's great.
You're absolutely
Lori Garcias is probably wet right now.
I won't comment on that. Yes, that is from Jurassic Park. That's incredible.
Never saw it.
Today we discussed the pilot episode of Coffin Dodgers from the year of our Lord 2000 plus 13. Great year.
2013, I was loving life. I got married in 2014, right? Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
know.
So me and Molly were still in love before we got married in 2013.
2013 is the year that I began my quest to being on podcasts rather than just listening to them.
Really? Oh yeah. This show is built in the back of his backboard. Do you regret anything in the last 5 years?
I mean,
Podcasting wise.
the list is shorter of what I don't regret.
Name 2 things you don't regret.
I don't regret
Yeah.
Molly,
Oh.
Blake.
Oh. Break a window. Break a window for me.
Yeah, 5 years. It's just been over the 5-year anniversary mark of me doing. See, I don't do that. Your headphones are falling off your head. I've been doing this for 5 years. You've been doing this for what, 12 years?
Right.
Good God, man. 2013 though. So at this point, how long are you engaged to be married? A year?
Oh, I think she made it a year. Yeah.
She made it a year. So at this point, you were just engaged. 2013.
Right. We were at the apartment. Mm-hmm. Oh, maybe we weren't even. Yeah, we were engaged. Yeah, we were at the apartment. We had went to Muddy Roots. We had gotten engaged.
Is that where you got engaged, at Muddy Roots?
Yeah, on stage when the Calamity Cubes started their set. Yeah, so that's when marital bliss creeped into my mind and put a big old sore on my calf that got hot and could have an infection.
No, that was me. That's my story from earlier.
Oh, my bad. That's when
hold on, is that what marriage is like?
Yes, and we got engaged, and I started sexting her, and she quit sexting me back when we got engaged.
I don't know that I've ever sexted a girl that didn't sext me back. That'd be I'd be pissed.
Yeah, I've done it before, and again, not initiated. I didn't start with it,
right?
And then it stopped. If you don't ask for it, if you don't want it, it is bullshit.
Yeah, I think I'd be
because that
pissed.
makes me think that they're gonna turn that over to the cops. That's what that makes me think that they're gonna turn it over to the cops.
For what? To what end?
Have me arrested.
For what?
Loving too much. Hey, Jason.
Yeah.
If loving you is wrong, I don't want to be right.
Oh boy.
You're the longest relationship I've ever had, by the way.
I know I am. I love you. 2000,
I love you too.
2013. We go back there and we say
In our mind.
sorry. It's fine.
Sorry, I'm
fine.
eager.
Oh, I'm eager too. I want this to be done as soon as possible as well. No, but we think about 2013. We think it was 5 years ago, and that's when this pilot was released. So we have to think about
In our mind.
But I used to do a thing where I would point to my head, I'd put 2 fingers to my skull, like in my mind, and that'd be the trigger to do it. But I felt like we've been doing it so long that I don't need to do that.
We don't need that shit.
You don't need it? You good?
Our timing is great.
You good?
All right.
Okay. So we have to talk about things that happened back then.
In our minds.
Okay. Yeah.
Wait. Let me turn around and not look at you. Maybe that'll help.
okay.
I think. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So we have to think about things that happened that year, but physically, we can't go back to 2013. We have to go back in our. God damn it, Blake.
Mine.
Okay. July 2nd, Reds pitcher Homer Bailey hits no-hits San Francisco Giants 3-0 in Cincinnati, his second no-hitter in 10 months.
That's pretty good.
That's probably never been done.
Well, I think Bob Gibson's probably done it sooner, but yeah.
Really? How many
Homer.
no-hitters
I got a no-hitter. Go! Give me a donut, Marge. Bart, catch the ball. Lisa, quit sucking on that saxophone.
Jesus. Whew. Big sigh of relief after that saxophone comment. Good Lord. How many no-hitters has one individual ever had?
So I got Google, baby.
All right. I really don't care. I know you have.
It's really don't care.
July 18th, Detroit, Michigan files for bankruptcy, becoming the largest U.S. municipal bankruptcy ever at $18.5 billion.
Holy Jiminy Christmas.
You ever been to Detroit?
No, I would never go there. I would be scared to go there.
It seems like there's no reason to go, right? Isn't it year after year? And it's only 3 hours from here. St. Louis, Illinois, or St. Louis, Missouri, rather, the East St. Louis area, which happens to be in Illinois, and Detroit, Michigan, I believe, battle it out year after year.
It's more than 3 hours away.
What?
Detroit, Michigan from right here?
No, I'm talking about East St. Louis.
Oh.
East St. Louis, 3 hours away from here, battles it out yearly, as far as I remember, with Detroit, Michigan for most violent crimes in a major metropolitan area every single year.
Right. And Peoria is coming close to meeting that. The pitcher who holds the record for the most no-hitters is Nolan Ryan, who threw 7 in his long career. His first 2 came exactly 2 months apart.
Wow.
While he was with the California Angels, the first on May 15th, 1973, and the second on July 15th, 1973. Thank you, Google.
Now, the California Angels, briefly during the craze in the 1980s, were the California Raisins. Is that correct?
I heard through the grapevine. Honey.
me go.
Whew. That's some blues right there.
Oh, better than anything Sturgill Simpson's ever done, I tell you
Fuck
what.
that shit.
High five that shit. I've never been to Detroit. I have no desire. July 27th, first Przewalski's horse, whose wild populations were believed to be extinct in 1969, is born via artificial insemination at the Smithsonian Conservation Biology Institute as a part of a worldwide effort to rebuild the wild herds.
A unicorn. Was it funnier that I did that? Like, listeners won't know that I went, a unicorn.
Yeah, he kind of did a Backstreet Boys inspired swipe of the hand in front of your body. Almost like
and I said, a unicorn.
Perhaps a Vanna White presentation of the next number.
A unicorn.
Yeah. This is speaking of Jurassic Park, right? This is like playing God. Saying, hey, let's take horse bits and create another horse.
Nah, you can't toy with God. You know what I mean? God's creations, you can't toy with them.
Do you believe in cloning people?
No, I believe in stem cell research, but I don't believe in cloning people.
So now stem cells, is that essentially cloning parts of humans to use to help humans?
Right.
Okay. So say tomorrow.
In my mind.
No, that's not what I was going to do.
Okay. God damn.
Tomorrow. God forbid.
You lose a leg.
Garrett
is
dead.
Okay.
Garrett dies.
All right. I wish his mother would have instead.
Okay. I don't want to start there because I know the answer would be no, but Garrett passes away. The opportunity comes up to clone him. Do you clone him?
No. There's only one Garrett.
Okay.
There really is only one.
Okay. Well, I hope he doesn't die. Because you wouldn't clone him. But
if he dies for some reason on July 30th.
Oh, wow. Can we stop doing the show, please?
Yes.
Please.
We can. I will be in warning.
I'll call him. Stay indoors today.
Carrie Ann, let me talk to your son.
I think I agree. I don't think there's any reason
Yeah.
to clone people, right?
Yeah, we're not Barbara Streisand here. We're not cloning our dogs.
Right.
You know, it's gonna. There's no reason for it. There's only one of everybody. Jason, there is only one of you in this whole goddamn world, and that's what I love about you. There's only one of me, and that's why you
I
all
love the fact that
yes,
me. Yep.
In our mind.
Okay, I'll give that one to you. I think that cloning is not necessary. Eventually, like 5,000 years ago, I would be an old man. I'd be dead and buried by my age. But now people are living, to their 80s, 90s, and even into the century mark. And the future will only find ways to extend human life rather than to clone it. But I think cloning parts, like you said, for stem cells is probably something that we should be doing.
Right. If soldiers lose a leg in battle,
Fighting for their country.
yes.
Give them another leg.
Stem cell their leg.
Yeah.
But don't stem cell them.
Okay, let me ask you this:
Mm-hmm.
you have the opportunity. Say you lose both of your legs. God,
I saw
forbid.
a guy at the farmer's market Saturday, and he was an amputee, and he was walking around.
Oh, you did text me that you were down there. So are you down there? Because I frequent the farm.
Right, that's why, because I wanted something to do, because that place is fucking boring.
Did you see anyone you knew down there?
Oh, no.
All right, good.
No.
But
All right, good.
Well, sometimes there's undesirables down there.
Oh, ex-lovers. Okay.
Well. Anyway,
Well.
heaven forbid that you lose a leg. Now, would you rather have organic stem cell replacement legs, or do you want robot from the future legs?
Stem cell.
You wouldn't rather be like, because you remember RoboCop? Did you? You probably haven't seen that movie.
I never saw it, but I know of RoboCop.
In the movie
RoboCop.
RoboCop, yeah, out of his leg,
Robocabre.
the Spanish, Robocabre, out of his leg would come a gun, right?
Nah.
You could do that. You could do crazy things with your legs.
Stem cell me a leg.
Okay.
Stem cell me a dick.
And with El Roboto Capo, I am back in 2013.
In my mind.
I was 32.
I was 38.
Great time to be alive, right?
For you.
Right. I knew you at this point.
Oh, yeah.
I knew you.
I still thought you were gay at the time.
And you still thought I was a gay man.
You know what? Canon, that was real. For a while, I thought you were gay.
I might be gay still. I don't know. I'm still working out a lot of things right now. Because, the ladies may be plentiful, but I don't know if it's really... I don't know if it's working for me. Like, it's not working for me, right?
Do you think you would find a lasting relationship if you were a gay man?
No.
Okay, then
I-
keep fucking pussies.
It's it's me. I'm the problem. I've become impossible.
Those teeth are so white.
They really are, aren't they? Right?
They are.
Yeah. Don't look directly at them.
I can't.
Why did we choose to watch Coffin Dodgers?
There's 4 criteria. We are still in season 14, so there's 4 criteria. 1, it had to be animated. We are coming up on the end of our animated season. We have
What a
2
great
more.
journey it's been.
It has been. It's been. 2, it had to be a failed pilot. Only 1 was made. Whether aired or not is irrelevant, but it did not go to series. Number 3, it had to be available.
It's been 1 week since you looked at me. Cocked your head to the side and said I'm angry. 5 days since you laughed at me, saying get back together, come back and see me.
The Jason's living room said, "You know exactly just what we were going to do."
You've forgiven me, but it'll still
I'm sorry. We had to find it on the internet. And number 4, it had to be free. Love that song.
The thing about the Bare Naked Ladies is when I watch their videos, they all look so gay that you would think the name of the band would be "We Don't Like Bare Naked Ladies." Joke over. The pilot episode that we're talking about today.
I could have gone longer. You know that, right?
No. It's an eternity for the one listener we have left.
That was top 10. That was top 10 couch pods moments.
Oh, was
in
that
my
really?
opinion. Yeah.
In your mind?
In my
The show that we're talking about must only have one episode. Okay, no more, no less. Can you imagine talking about a show that had 0 episodes?
Yes.
It must be accessible to everyone. We have to be able to find it.
I've done all this.
And where did you drop off?
I did all of them.
You did
I did
all
all
of them?
4.
Oh.
I did all 4 of the pillars. Time for
I'm
you
sorry.
to push a button.
No, I was too busy listening to the song. I didn't realize that you had done it all.
What song?
You can find the entire episode of Coffin Dodgers by subscribing to Couch Pilots and Apple Podcasts or your favorite podcast app of choice, and then simply click on one of our classically links. Or go to Daily Motion. Check out all the commotion.
Because I'm all about value.
Summary of the
Bert
pilot.
Camper got the mad hits. You try to match which. You try to hold me but I bust through.
Remember at the beginning when he says it's been?
It's been.
Remember that?
Yeah, I remember it well.
Oh, here's an ad.
Ooh, that's. Thanks a lot. Red YouTube.
At 87.
YouTube on its period is RedTube.
I feel like there should be like a certain number of checks that it goes through before you say it, and it just failed. Someone in your head deserves to get fired, right? You just turned out to be exactly what I thought you'd be. 3 days since the living room, where you vacuumed up all the shit from the carpet, sir. I don't know the lyrics. One of those guys looks like.
I like wasabi when I bust rhymes.
It's
I
not
like
a
it in
goatee.
rhymes because I'm all about values. Bert Camper got my head switch.
I tell you what, the guys. I'm looking at all the guys right now in Bare Naked Ladies, and all of them are so ugly. They should have been in the Ramones.
You know what I think whenever I hear a Bare Naked Ladies song, I watch the videos and I'm like, those guys look so gay.
Oh yeah? I've had similar thoughts. Would you like to continue yours?
No,
Summary of the pilot.
it'd be Bare Naked guys.
Wow. Is this number 4 beer wise? Is it number 4? No, it's 6. Wow, you are a man among you truly
I'm a man
are
among men.
You truly are the king of kings. An 87-year-old's 105-year-old parents drop him off at a retirement home, and he gets into fraternity-style trouble. Think Porky's meets Cuckoo.
Very good analogy.
Cuckoo.
Very good analogy.
Cuckoo. Cuckoo. Now, have you seen Porky's?
Yes.
Have you seen Cocoon?
No.
You know what Cocoon is?
Yes.
Okay.
It's where old people get in a swimming pool and they become young again.
It's kind of weird.
And the guy from the cop movies,
Robot Cop?
no, Cop Academy, he's in it.
Oh, Steve Guttenberg?
Yeah, and he goes,
he does all the Michael Winslow shit.
anybody can do it, not just that one black guy.
Proving it. Interesting facts.
Interesting facts. Comrade Rule in effect. Interesting facts are just, it's just the name of a segment, folks. Jason has scoured the internet. He has found some facts about this show. Jeff, gosh, the Soap Man, right?
Oh, we ran into the Soap Man.
We ran into the Soap Man at
That was
Buffalo
great to
Wild
see him
Wings.
again, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was great. I
He's a
loved
good
it. And that's what I said to him. It's been 1 week.
It's felt like a lot longer than 1 week, right?
It did.
He's a good guy.
Yeah, we said come back and see us.
I think he is right. I'm going to contact him this week and set up. Hopefully, the next time we record, the Soap Man will be back.
No, definitely.
And wouldn't you like to have his wife on mic too?
I love his wife. She's so
Christy,
beautiful.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We saw them, and they lay in bed, and they listen to Couch Pilots and listen to interesting facts, and they don't talk to each other during it.
I hate to bring this up, but I think Lori Garcia.
You're putting a lot more work into it than it needs to be. You just push the button,
Bush the button.
and you don't have to slowly move it away from the
I'm
microphone.
having fun with it. Okay,
Okay.
I'm having a good time. You want to take that away from
Interesting facts. Here we go.
me? Was pitched as a pilot to Adult Swim by the Dave Jezer and Matt Silverstein, the creators of the Comedy Central show Drawn Together.
I never saw it.
But were you aware of it?
No.
Drawn Together, I believe, was a group of kind of fantasy and superhero misfits
Nerds.
that were put together in a house, kind of like Road Rules. It was supposed to be like a reality show cartoon, and I think it was a huge piece of shit.
Sounds like it.
Yeah, it was. I don't think it was very funny. This pilot was part of the Adult Swim initiative for viewers to vote on which to see what show everyone wanted to get some late night airtime. Eventually, Uber Mansion, King Star King, and Mr. Pickles all got Adult Swim time after the sorta competition.
That's bullshit.
So there's a couple times that Adult Swim says, hey, let's get together different animators, people who maybe a little head of steam on them, and throw their shit out there and see what sticks.
Yeah.
Maybe not the best way to do it,
No.
right? Why make it a competition? Why not?
Well, it's culturally biased. When you,
how do you think so?
Well, anytime there's a competition, you automatically have to say it's culturally biased.
Just because the white man rules?
It's not really. It's not fair that they did it this way.
Why not? Why not?
What? Because you don't know. The same people aren't watching all the episodes that are voting, right? The same people that are voting are not watching all of them. They're not. They have their favorite and their biases.
I guess you might be right.
I may be wrong. Let's continue. Come on.
Stars voice acting heavy hitter John DiMaggio. You may recognize him as Jake the dog from Adventure Time, or as Bender Bending Rodriguez, a.k.a. Bender, from Futurama.
Okay.
Also stars Saturday Night Live alum Will Forte. You may know him as MacGruber, or from Fox's Last Man on Earth.
Yep, good guy.
Change.org has an online petition to get the show turned into a series.
I love that petition. Who was it again?
Oh boy, a little insight.
Who was it again?
Change.org. It's funny because I looked on the website and I think it said like it's got 20 out of 100 requested signatures. But what's 100 signatures even going to do to get a show on?
But I think
television?
everybody that listens to this episode should go to change.org and sign up for that.
I would say
Seriously.
first go to what do we do here? We go to Apple Podcasts, your favorite podcast app of choice, and then simply click on one of our classic label links and our shout outs. Or go to Daily Motion and check out all the commotion to see the show for yourself, and then maybe decide whether or not to sign the petition.
Then go to change.org and check out all the cyborgs.
I like that very much.
Thank you very much.
Interesting facts over.
Good.
Twitter responses.
Twitter responses. I wonder Jason got some Twitter responses.
You got to be joking. I love Low Blow Podcast.
What was I supposed to do today? Damn. Oh, you know what? I'll check my day planner. Let me get that. Oh, it's right here. Just look through. Record a new ad for the greatest podcast of all. I wonder what that could be. Well, it's the Low Blow Podcast, where myself, Adam Z, Dave Rowan, and sometimes Kristen Naomi Garcia scour the internet for all the news mainstream media doesn't want you to know, talk about Star Wars and Marvel films, because those are the only reviews we do, pick on Florida, because it wouldn't be this show without Florida. So search us on all your favorite podcasting app of choice and at lowblowpodcast.net. Appropriately inappropriate.
Jason, something happened today that's never happened before. DSJ walked up to me. First of all, he said hi to me, which he hasn't said hi to me in months.
That is great to hear. I know you guys have kind of been at odds with each other.
Right, and he said, you guys have a package. I mean, I'm translating, but he said, you guys have a package. And I said, DSJ, we've talked to you before. You're not supposed to look down at our penises.
Oh, okay. I took it as like a UPS package, but he was.
It was. But
so
I took it as my penis.
Got it.
We have a package. It's only happened maybe once or twice.
Yeah.
Yeah. One came from Australia. This one came from Chicago via a Jeep Cherokee.
A cheap Carradine.
Cheap Carradine.
A David Carradine. It's in front of me. There's a package in front of me right now. I'm going to open it. Is that all right?
Let me take a picture to show that we haven't opened it prior to you doing this. And perfect. Go ahead. Open this up. This is from Adam Z, Low Blow Podcast. We just heard the promo earlier.
Just heard from Adam Z, and now I'm using my key to open it.
Why? You just untape it. He said to be careful with it. Ooh.
I'm not going to be careful with it.
Oh my! You're not being careful at all. Jesus Christ, man.
Okay, this is what I see when I open the box. I see a piece of paper on top, which I will read, and then something wrapped in
You have to
bubble
read it
wrap.
before you unwrap it, is what
Absolutely.
I was told.
Oh, and it has the insignia of Low Blow with something over the top, which is 8. So I think it's been 8 years since they're doing it.
Oh,
right?
okay.
It says
Rookies.
The Society for Low Blow Podcast, Society of Podcasters, aka SLBPSP. Dear Couch Pilots Podcast, on behalf of the Society for Low Blow Podcast, Society of Podcasters, aka SLBPSP, say that 10 times fast, we would like to congratulate you, Couch Pilots Podcast, for being the best TV pilot-themed podcast on this side of the American border. Not that we, America, know anything about border control, because seriously, what the hell is with immigration right now? Hashtag thanks Obama. This semi, but not limited to, or of 4 total in existence at the time, award is honoring the Couch Pilots Podcast for its excellence, bravery, and 8.5 fans. We do have some amputee as a fan, thank you. As well as keeping Air Force One out of the hands of Trump, because he honestly would have fucked that up as well. Please accept this certificate of Low Blow, as well as this one-of-a-kind trophy. Once again, congratulations. Sincerely, Adam Z. and D.P. Rowan. I can only imagine that means not Dave Rowan, but double penetration Rowan.
Nice. There's a certificate
There
of
is.
authenticity?
It's a
What stock paper is that? What stock paper is that?
it feels like a Woodstock paper.
Okay.
It says Certificate of Low Blow that certifies Couch Pilots Podcast the best TV pilot-themed podcast on this side of the American border, appropriately inappropriate.
Oh?
Signed by Adam Z. and signed by Dave by Adam. It looks like July 2nd, 2018. Thank you so much. We'll have that framed,
That
hopefully,
is
and put in
awesome.
the studio.
That is awesome.
And as I reach into the box,
Be very careful, because supposedly it's fragile.
this is ridiculous. Did you see this?
No, I have not seen it.
This is ridiculous. I'm going to describe it, and then I'll show it to you, okay? What I have here
Is a failure to communicate?
is a failure to communicate. Now, this is a flat piece of wood, painted black, with lines on it, and a bunch of lines at the end. It looks like a runway, and it says 69. And then it says at Couch Pilots. And then glued to it is a gold paper towel roll, the painted gold that says, you know what to do on it.
That's awesome.
That is ridiculous.
That is hilarious.
I love it.
Oh.
I love that.
That is awesome. Wow. He did a great
Oh,
job.
my God.
He took time.
Yeah. Yes, he did.
We all know Adam very well.
Yeah,
and we
yeah.
know that Adam doesn't take time for anything.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Oh, he doesn't take time for anything at all, no.
Is there other parts?
It looks like bottle caps are in here.
Oh, yes. You got some bottle caps.
Yeah.
Wow. We're gonna
That's
take
awesome. I
that
love
is
that.
that is super cool. We're gonna put it on our Facebook page. Folks, go to facebook.com/couchpilots and check out our certificate for being the best bed. Did you see it says the best bed TV pilot?
No, I did not.
It says the best bed TV pilot themed podcast on this side of the American borders. There is a typo on a certificate. This is wonderful.
I would expect no less. I love it. I can't wait to get it framed and hang it into the
Oh, for sure. We will definitely get it hung.
hang it in the studio. I love
and the
this.
letter too. We can probably do something with a frame and hang the letter with it, because the letter means just as much.
He gave me
And if you look at Dave Rowan's signature, the line under it is a head of a penis and then some balls.
it's definitely Adam signing for Dave. I
don't believe so. I think-
They do the podcast apart. I don't know that they see each other but once or twice a year. Anyway, I've got 6 bottle caps from 2. It looks like are Iron Maiden ones. I'm not sure that I have them. One is a Right Brain and one is an 89. I don't think I have those either. And then a couple others. One from Kinky and one from Sioux City, Sarsaparilla. Very cool. I at the very least don't have 4 of these. Perhaps all 6. Thank you very much,
That's
Adam
great.
Z.
And this is made of birch wood.
Is that real birch?
Yeah, it's real birch wood. So
That's incredible.
that's
really cool.
It seriously
Thank
is cool. You know what to do, Tube. We love it. Couch Pilots. Folks, let's continue the show.
Absolutely. Let's move on to the pilot.
Something important. On July 12th, me and you were on Low Blow podcast, so check it out.
Oh, yeah, that was
First, I
fun.
went up to the side like my leg was broken, screaming and twitching, kind of like I was smoking. Crazy, whack, funky. As they say, you look like MC Hammer on crap, Humpty.
I love NWA. Adam from the Low Blow podcast recently had a few days to kill, and I
He had
invited
a
him to
few
come down
days.
here, knowing that I wouldn't house him, but you would, and did you do? And did you do?
I done did that. I housed him. He fed himself. I don't think I fed him one time. I feel like an asshole, but I didn't feed him one time.
He's a good. It sounds like he's a good house guest.
Oh no, he was, and love the guy. He left a shirt here because he wanted me to cuddle up to his scent.
Remember when we had that shit mystery?
Yes.
Did he leave any markings?
No, there was no markings. I checked today.
Where did he sleep?
I checked today down here.
On the couch?
Down here on the couch of the airplane.
Nice.
My friend.
Nice.
He's a great guy. I'm sorry I didn't show you more fun, but that Monday night I couldn't show you more fun than that.
Oh my God! What a night of debauchery that was.
Christ, that's
Let's break down the pilot of Coffin Dodgers. First of all, you get music, and not just any music. Music, I would say, presidential music.
Oh yes. Yeah, I thought that was kind of weird. I was expecting like this to be something to do with George Bush as an old man.
You know, I agree. Based on that music alone, going into the show, I didn't know what to expect.
No, I didn't
I had
either.
no idea really what this. I look at a sea of Adult Swim pilots that didn't make it, options for our show here, and they all have really bizarre, funky names, and none of them I could really pin down to say I know what this show is going
Sure.
to be about, including Coffin Dodgers. But what we see right away is an old man arrives at a senior home. He is 84, and he's there with his parents, who are also very old.
And you don't know that it's an old folks' home. He's just talking about how it's his first place alone. He's moving out for the first time. Did you think that this had some Ren and Stimpy kind of animation in a way?
I saw comments of that as well. I love Ren and Stimpy, and I know John Kricfaluski is the brain behind Spumco and Ren and Stimpy. I don't know if any of his animators were involved with this. I don't know the
It
extent
had
of
a
that.
feel. It had a feel.
You're right.
But he's going to Golden Flowers, and his dad gives him a condom, and his mom gives him a credit card.
He puts the condom on immediately. It
Oh,
seems.
yes, definitely.
And then he puts the credit card on immediately in the same fashion as the condom.
I am loving the animation already. Like
The animation's
to
good.
be honest with you, this is our 8th cartoon that we've watched in this season. To me, this is the best animation. Like, this is what I like to look at.
Okay. This is your style of animation.
Yep.
But that's the first real joke that had me laugh out loud,
Sure.
is when he put the...
LOL.
Yeah. He takes a condom from his dad, who's past the century mark. He throws it into his pants, seemingly on his penis, and then takes the credit card and puts it down there in the same fashion. That's pretty funny.
Yeah, definitely. So he's moving into an old folks' home.
It's like they're dropping him off at college.
Right. And he walks in, and his name is Howie?
I think so.
Yes. Oh, I know so. His name is Howie, and the first person to greet him when he walks into Golden Flowers is Mr. Dave. Mr. Dave is the the proprietor.
He's the general manager of Golden Flowers. He's voiced by Will Forte.
Fucking spooky, right?
He's
like
a weird
creepy
dude.
as fuck.
I will say, right before that,
Oh, sorry.
he gets into the front door and he surveys the land, and he sees a sea of people in wheelchairs, those little hand grabbers for people who can't bend over, and oxygen masks everywhere.
That's when you realize that it's an old folks' home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he sees some of the people moving around together, and he says they do move in herds, which is like Jurassic Park.
Right. So Mr. Dave is giving him a tour and saying a bunch of inappropriate stuff along the way.
It's very sexual. He's
Very
very sexual.
He likes
towards
to
his old
paint.
people.
He likes to paint all the people that live there, and he wants to have old people sex. Which,
Hey, who wouldn't, right?
hey, that's not my business.
The more skin folds, the better, as far as I
They
say.
pass a room, and they are in the middle of go to the light training.
Some
and
sexy THO nurse, which stands for what? THO. It stands for titty
too
hard.
hot to fuck.
Titty hard on.
Oh, titty hard on.
So the
I was
nipples are
close.
hard, and this nurse has got it in spades. Yeah, she's basically telling the people in the room how to die,
Right.
accept their fate.
And when they're in the hallway, an old man walks up who is carrying an IV bag, but he's not just carrying an IV bag. What's Mo carrying?
I don't know.
A super long penis.
I don't think so.
No, yes, so.
I think it's his nuts.
You mean?
These nuts. I think his nuts are dragging, is what it is.
All right, it's blurred out. You can't
Because
tell.
later that comes into play.
Well, it does, but
I think he's so
but
old.
I think with a dick that big, you have balls too that are coming out, right?
Maybe so.
I'm hoping, but it's blurred out. So Mr. Dave shows Howie to his room.
He carries him over the threshold like a newlywed.
Yeah, room 17, where he meets his roommate Artie, who is a old black man who's laying on the ground like he had a stroke.
Yeah, he's saying he's stroked out. But when Mr. Dave leaves the room, the black man gets up and he's okay. He's and the old man there, who did you say his name is Harry? Howie?
Oh,
I think it might be
the main
Harry,
character.
right? Yeah,
Howie.
I think,
It's Howie.
Harry.
Howie.
He has a
not Harry. Howie.
He has a fear boner.
Oh yeah, I put Howie gets a boner.
And the black roommate says, "I've been faking the strokes for a while to get medication." And then Howie's like, "Hey, is it all right if I touch your hair? I've never touched a
Right,
black
I never
guy's
touched
hair."
a black guy's hair. He's like, "Yeah, sure, go ahead." And then he starts reaching, and he's like, "Yo, you creepy motherfucker! You can't do that shit." And then Howie shows Artie Lane, the black guy.
Yeah.
No, and shows him. He's like, "I got a credit card," and Artie's like, "Fuck yeah, let's party, right?"
Basically, this sets off a series of events that will last the rest of the show with the credit card. And is the old man, is his name Boner? The black man?
No, it's Artie.
It is Artie. Okay.
It's been
And then,
Artie's name since he was born.
A new guy comes in. His name is Roger, and it's a little old man, but he looks like a young boy. And he says, "I have Benjamin
Button's disease." Yeah,
His name was Roger, right?
I think so. And he had a cane and everything, but he was a little boy. So nighttime is coming, and Artie, the Benjamin Button guy, and Howie decide they're going to go over to the girls' side.
This is your team, right? You got the Howie, the black man, and then you got the Benjamin Button. These three, this is your team.
Right. And they're going to go over to the girls' side, which was funny because they ended up taking a boat over there, like camp. Like, there's and that was funny. And so
this basically sets this. If you feel like you're at a school full of like junior high kids, basically, right? This is what it feels like, but they're the elderly,
right?
And
there's elderly jokes the whole time.
And when they're going over there, they're like, "Yeah, we got to go to the girls' side. We got to sneak over there."
Porkies.
Rumor is one of the girls still has her period, right? And these people are like in their 70s, 80s, and 90s.
So they sneak up on the shower room and they look up in the window. They peek in the window and there's a bunch of old ladies in like a big shower scene, and everything's blurred out, but you can tell they're all old ladies except one of them, who is Mabel.
And Mabel's a piece of ass for sure. But while they're doing this, Mr. Dave, it's seemingly he's always on the clock because not only does he sing everyone to sleep over the intercom, as soon as everyone is supposed to be in bed, he gets into like an animal catcher's, like a dog
ice
catcher
cream
kind of
truck.
Yeah, it's kind of a dog catcher ice cream truck kind of thing, and he patrols the city or the area around.
He's trying to find more elderly people because the more beds that are full, the more money you make.
Damn straight.
So they get with Mabel. They're like, "Hey, I've got Howie's like, I got a credit card. Let's have a party."
She's like, "I'll get some people to come to it."
Right. They get together and so he kind of surveys the scene of this elderly party, and there's an old lady like getting belly shots, and it's like dripping off of her rolls.
Yeah. We go from the party is going to happen to the party is happening immediately.
And it's gross.
Yeah, and then there's like the party's rocking and they play 7 Minutes in Heaven, where usually it's two people go into a closet and finger each other, but in this case it's someone is dead and they bring them back to life after being in heaven for 7 minutes.
So Howie and Mabel, they kind of hook up. Mabel is a hot ass person, but the problem is she has dementia, so she doesn't remember stuff. So they go into the bedroom.
She says, "I hope you're constipated because I'm going to bang the poop out of you."
And so Howie's just about ready to stick it in because she's bent over. She is bent over the couch. I got a boner. It was hot.
You got a Meta World Peace Milk Bonier, but I have to ask, are you giving it a Mabel bump? Blake, are you giving it a Mabel bump?
I don't need to.
Oh my God. Little insight.
So Mabel, all of a sudden,
Holy
he's
shit.
just about ready to put it in, and she's like, "Don't rape me!" She starts screaming because she doesn't know who he was because she doesn't remember. They're going to raw dog it, and after her little fit, she realizes who he is again, and how he falls asleep right before he puts it in her vagina.
This is she sees a cat on the bed, and that's what scares her away, right?
Yeah.
And but she tells him she wants it raw dog too. That's
Oh yeah, I wrote raw dog. You damn right I wrote dog.
So the cat on the bed means you're going to die,
Right.
And then I can't remember what the context was, but how he calls someone Ricky Retardo.
Right.
And he keeps getting rid of the cat, but no matter what he does, the cat keeps ending up on the bed, pretty much saying, "This is
Your
this is a
destiny."
deathbed. Yeah, your destiny."
Act 2 starts, and Mr. Dave, because once Howie found out about the cat curse, he runs out of the old folks' home. And he's running down the street, and that's where we see Mr. Dave in his like
Ice cream truck
old people catcher,
yeah.
and
He's caressing photos of the elderly.
oh yeah, and he shoots a blow dart at Howie's butt and captures him again.
Tranks him, yeah. He tranks him, and then back
Tranks him.
He takes him back to the Golden Flowers.
He takes him back to the Golden Flowers.
And everyone there is they're doing a countdown to Harry's death. They're saying,
Right, because
you have a limited amount of time before,
sundown.
so we got to figure this shit out.
Sundown is coming. McBride and the Ride. Hurry, Sundown. Good song. Listen to it. You got 8 hours to Sunday, or 8 hours to sundown. And for some reason, how he puts lipstick on, I don't remember why.
I'm not sure why either, but this is funny too. When they're counting down to the death, Howie eats Mabel's panties. Do you remember that?
Oh, yeah.
He takes them off the floor and eats them.
Have you ever put some girl's panties in your mouth before? Be honest. Be canon.
If I could be canon, you gotta stop using that. If I can be completely candid with you, no, that's too much information. I do like girls. I don't think that I put them in my mouth. I like to put them in my mouth while they're still on them, if that makes sense.
Okay, all right.
That's as far as I'm willing to go there. The guys go and they seek the help of Lubner. They're like, this guy has...
he's the kingpin. He's the kingpin of the old folks' home. He is the one that's in charge. It's like a little... Like, if there was a mafia boss in Golden Flowers, I almost said Golden Showers, but he is the man.
Yeah, there's a social structure set up here for sure, and he's the guy. He's the Morgan Freeman of Shawshank, right? You go to him if you want things, and so he goes there, and he appears to be comatose, basically.
Right, he's like that. What's the guy that just died that was in the wheelchair?
Stephen Hawking.
Yeah, he's like Stephen Hawking, and the only way he can communicate is if he blows a party horn at basically a card with the alphabet on, and his little nurse writes down every letter.
She seems to be an ethnic nurse, like
Mexican I didn't want to say that.
I only see color.
Yeah.
But they're there to see him so they can get an iPhone back, so they can start Googling answers to how to save Howie.
Right. How to break the curse of the cat.
So Lubner communicates, like he said, via party favor, and Harry gets like an answer from he doesn't like, and since she is the voice of him, Howie knocks her out. He punches the woman.
He punches the shit out of her, and so they and actually punches her a couple more times later on in that scene. So they get on YouTube and they Google they YouTube how to beat the cat curse, and what it basically says is this old guy. It's regular video. Mm-hmm. It's no longer a cartoon. It's regular video, and he says you have to give the mattress to someone else or have someone else fall asleep before sundown,
and you move the curse to that person. Right?
Exactly. Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome, sir.
High five that shit.
So the next person to sleep on it, they will inherit the curse and they will die. And then you see Mo show up again with his IV and his balls dragging around, and instantly the guys are like, "Oh, well, we'll make Mo the guy on the mattress and we'll kill him."
Artie says, "Kill Big Dick Mo."
Oh, he does.
He does.
I don't know.
I didn't want to be an asshole earlier, but
I didn't catch that line.
Artie says, "Kill Big Dick Mo."
Okay, well, I don't want to be an asshole now, but when they put him on the toilet, when he goes to take a piss or a shit or whatever he's doing, it's his nuts that get caught in the toilet.
D's nuts.
That's right. So Harry basically is contemplating life or death, and then that essentially convinces him to go forward with the plan to with Mo to have him put on the mattress. So they're on a time crunch, and they're like, "Mo, you got to get to bed. It's time to sleep." He's like, "I got to go to the bathroom first."
They stretch him out because his balls are stuck in the toilet.
They get flushed down the toilet.
Yeah,
right?
They stretch him out, and old Benjamin Button's guy. They want him to cut his balls off with a machete or his dick.
Yeah.
So they can get him into the mattress.
But right before that happens, he snaps back to the toilet like a rubber band, and the plan fails. And Harry essentially, or how I keep saying, I look at the IMDb.
It's Howie.
It doesn't tell you the names in there, so we're really left to our own device here.
No, we're not. We're left to the fact that I'm always.
I accept that it's Howie.
I get names off.
All my notes say Harry.
Hey, Howie.
I accept it's Howie.
Can't be.
I don't know what that is.
Howie Mandel used to do that. He goes, Howie. Hit himself in the head. He goes, can't be. Anyway, luck be a lady tonight. At the door is Grace, and she's an old lady that wants to lay in his bed because her husband just died, and she wants to reunite with her husband, and she wants to take the bed.
They all gladly accept. Yes, please.
Fuck yeah. Go, Grace.
Yeah.
Grace under fire. Am I right?
You're right about that. I five it. So the boys watch her as she lays there waiting to die, and die she does as she sees her husband in heaven above her. She makes her way toward the light, but is immediately grabbed by the devil and ripped to shreds.
I love it.
Just ripped apart right in front of everyone's eyes. We're talking about flesh, bone, muscle, torn from the joints, ripped apart like a goddamn Christmas turkey. The end. Whoa, turbulence?
Please remain seated as we are now crossing a zone of turbulence.
One and done. That's the name of the game here. Coffin Dodgers one and done. Why? Why one and done? What happened to this show?
In interesting facts, you talked about how, again, Adult Swim made a little competition, like 4 or 5 animators. They threw them a bone. They said, put something together. We'll put it up there. Whoever wins. That's death for a good cartoon.
Say you had 8 cartoons going head to head. 7 of them are going to fail.
Who's going to sit and watch all 8 of them and then vote? Really vote? No, nobody.
I don't know the
nobody.
answer.
All right, what are you doing?
I have random threads on my sandals. I'm pulling them off, and then I'm putting them on your table.
Don't do that.
Okay.
What do you think was some turbulence?
This show it was Adult Swim venture. It was a half hour long. It may be a little long. This show might be a little long. It might be too much because if you look at a show like The Simpsons or Family Guy, they pace it out, right?
Right.
Nothing this is bombarding you quite a bit for 20 minutes straight. This might be too much. But I don't think there was a ton of turbulence here.
No, do you think that maybe it didn't go anywhere because like they didn't think that people would want to watch what happens in an old folks' home? Because the people that are watching it are in their tweens?
But okay, essentially it's saying the setting is an old folks' home and everything that comes with that. But everyone in this home is acting like they're 15 years old.
How it's called a setup. You're welcome.
That's what it is. So it's like even though we're seeing the gross parts of what a nursing home is, are we really watching a nursing home? Not essentially, I guess.
Turbulence, push the button. There's not much.
Oh, my goodness. I can see where we're heading. Oh, my goodness. I can see where we're heading. There she is.
Ladies and gentlemen, as we start our descent, please make sure your seat backs and tray tables are in their full upright position.
Now, last week you put yourself in a position to cheat when I asked you the IMDb score. I'm curious if you did the same this week. Out of a 1 out of 10 scale, what did the people, not you, but what did the people rate Coffin Dodgers?
8.3.
This is a 5.4 from 9 ratings. 9?
Exactly. You can't have people vote on 8 different cartoons that you play in one night because only 8 people watch this one.
I'm curious to what the results of that competition actually were.
Me too. Me 3. Me 4.
Only 9 ratings. That's 4 more, almost twice as much from the last show we watched, but still, this is a highly polished cartoon.
Yes, very polished.
This is not flash animation. This is not, even South Park is not great animation. This is drawings. This is a polished 22-minute pilot, and yet only 9 people decide to rate on IMDb.
Hello, my name is Simon, and I like to do drawings.
Come and do drawings with me.
Dumb.
With
Me. Wait, are you going high or low?
I'm gonna go way high.
Okay, I'm gonna
Come
go-
and
I'm
do drawings with.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to FCF.
I want my baby back, baby back, baby back, baby back. I want my baby back, baby back. The chili. It's been 1 week since you looked at me. Sex packets, $1 or $2. Just tell me how many for you this time. This time.
I had the volume all the way
This
down.
time I wanna be your love. If I wanna be my lover, you gotta get with my friends. Wild thing, boom, 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 boom. Wild thing.
It's the Blake medley. There was no critic reviews, by the way. There's no viewer reviews.
Fuck it.
I couldn't find anything. The only thing I did find, which is bizarre.
How
This came
bizarre?
out pretty bizarre. OMC-esque bizarre. 2013. This came out. 3 years later, 2016. What came out was a downloadable kart racer game called Coffin Dodgers, which had to do with the elderly outrunning the Grim Reaper himself. It looked like an arcade style game to where
It was a Nintendo game.
I don't know if it was Nintendo.
No, it was a Nintendo game. I saw it on YouTube, and I knew what to do too.
It was Nintendo. Okay.
Yep.
Anyway, it looked like a downloadable title, which was very cheap and it wasn't great looking.
It's one of those
But it's
things
called the
where,
same thing.
like, the graphics on like the cover and stuff were awesome, and then you put the game in, and the graphics sucked.
I wondered if it had anything to do with the show, because in the beginning of the trailer I saw, because I watched a trailer for the game, and one said something like a new guy comes to town. I was like, well, there was a new guy that came to town on this one.
Howie.
But the characters didn't look the same. Nothing. I couldn't grasp anything that had to do with the pilot, but still, this game was called Coffin Dodgers. But that was the only thing I could find about this. No one else was talking about this pilot, which in my mind is kind of a shame, because now we rate it. And I have a pretty good idea of where we're going with this. This is a cartoon. We're winding down the season of all cartoons here on Couch Pilots, and we have to rate it on a 1 to 7 scale, 1 being the worst. It's a Roy Biggins. 7 being the best. It's a Brian Hackett. Those two characters and everyone in between are all characters from a 1990s television program called Wings, from which we steal our intro and outro. Captain Philip, rest assured, I turn to you. How do you rate Coffin Dodgers?
I love the animation. I think it was perfectly written. I want to see more of Golden Flower's retirement home. I want to see more about Mr. Dave and how creepy he is.
You said, I asked if there was a bump earlier. You said no.
There doesn't need to be one. Long live Mo. I'm giving this a 7.
Holy shit. Holy shit.
7 and 7. We went to heaven. 7 minutes in the closet. To heaven we go. I'm giving it a 7
Wow.
all day, every day. I'll take that to the bank.
Before this season started, we had done a number of cartoons, and I swear to God, it's on record, you saying, I do not care for cartoons. Here
Hate 'em.
you are, a complete about face, giving it a
About
perfect
face.
score.
Yep.
A few weeks ago, I myself, with the amazing Screw-On Head, gave a 7. Who would have thought two shows within this 10-episode season would garner 7s?
Do it.
You look
Do
at
it,
me,
Jason. Do it.
I can't do it. I can't do it. I cannot do it. I know what you want from me. I cannot provide it. Even though there's an old person naked possible bump in there, I give it a 6. Coffin Dodgers is pretty good. It's pretty good.
It's pretty good. It's really good.
It's funny.
It's a
the
7.
animation is there. Mr. Dave is the right kind of weird. I've never seen anything like this. There's
No.
very rarely, and I don't know, maybe this is tapping into your love of the Golden Girls and the elderly in general, but you don't, there's not.
Have you been looking at my hamster.com
Oh, jeez.
search engine?
Good Lord, no, I have not. But you can't, there is not a show like this where they said we're going to take place in a nursing home. Think of all the great things that you can do there. If you did it in live action, it'd probably be kind of depressing.
Oh, yeah.
But with cartoons, you can do anything you want. This is perhaps a great untapped resource of animation.
I remember as a young child, before the age of 10, I can't tell you exactly, but before the age of 10, I watched Porky's. I wasn't supposed to, but I watched it. Mm-hmm. This took me back, just like the summary said, to Porky's.
Yeah.
Never seen Cocoon, but I spent a lot of time in retirement centers. I loved this. I love Dave, Mr. Dave. I love Mo. Howie, he's the man. God, 7.
It's an inch. I really
Give it
scoured.
a 7. Come on, Jason.
No,
think
no,
about
you
it.
can't do that.
Think. You. If you watch this show, and then you watch the incredible, amazing Screw On Head, you're giving the Head 7 and this a 6?
They're wildly different programs, okay? Listen to me. I liked it quite a bit. It's a 6. I'm doing nothing but praising it, okay? Oh, very good. Very mature. I think there's a lot more adventures and fun that
Folks,
could be
this
had.
might be the last podcast we ever do together.
Oh, mercy. Really divisive. Between a 6 and a 7. If I gave it a 1, I could see you drop kicking me, but Jesus Christ.
Dropkick Murphys?
No.
Okay.
And with that, we close the book on Coffin Dodgers. We might speak of it again.
Never again.
But join us next time, won't you please, when we discuss the pilot episode of the Lewis Lectures. Here's a little something to wet your whistle. Revolves around Lewis the Labrador lecturing a group of neighborhood dogs on how to best spend their time alone. You can find the entire episode of the Lewis Lectures by subscribing to Couch Pilots and Apple Podcasts or your favorite podcast app of choice, and then simply click on one of our classically blue links in our show notes. Or go to YouTube, and you know what to do, Tube.
Jason.
The Lewis Lectures. What happened?
I'm asking you right now, is this voiced by Lewis Black?
No, it's not.
Okay.
But it is someone with the same last name. It's someone with the same last name.
Jerry Lee Lewis?
Yeah, Jerry Lee Lewis is the same last name. I really hate Lewis Black, apparently, which I hate. I don't care for him either. His whole shtick is I'm angry and I'm yelling and I'm pointing and I get a little sweaty and people love that. I don't care for it. There has to be something more there. Anyway, check out couchpilotspodcast.com. Every episode we've ever done is there free of charge. You can Google a keyword. It'll pop right up the episode you're looking for. All of our social media is there. We're talking about Facebook. We're talking about Twitter. We're talking about Instagram. You can click on all those things, and you can contact us directly in a myriad of ways. You can also call us, just like Tyler did. And God bless Tyler. Again, congratulations on your new job. That's awesome. 910 Pilots 1. It's 910-745-6871. Give us a call any time of the day. The phone lines are usually so jam-packed. The best time to call would be about 3:15 to 3:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. And also, finally, contact us at patreon.com. You can go there, and you don't even have to pay anything if you want. Just go to Patreon. Check out what we're offering people for different levels of a commitment to the show to say, I like what you're doing. I hope you continue what you're doing. And here's a few shekels to help keep the lights on. We'd super duper appreciate it.
For sure. The reason why I asked you about that was for two reasons. One, I hate Lewis Black.
Right.
And for two,
how was your bathroom break, real quick?
You know what? I actually had to pinch it off because I knew I had to come back.
You pinched it off?
The pee.
Oh, I thought you took a shit.
No,
I pinched that's incredible.
I pinched the pee. But no.
I think a lot of the listeners are like, what an asshole. He's dominating speaking. No, but you actually went away. I had to keep speaking.
I hate Lewis Black, but my mom loves Lewis Black. So if it would have been Lewis Black who voiced it, we would have.
It's not.
We would have got her on the show.
It's someone else with the last name. Who else has the last name Black?
Jack Black?
Yes.
Oh, fuck me.
You don't like him either? I like Jack Black.
Yeah.
Tenacious D? No, all right.
Yeah. If you've ever heard Adam Z sing Tenacious D.
Well, that's quite different than hearing Jack Black sing it now, isn't it?
Right.
Is there anything you'd like to say? Perhaps a message of positivity?
Sure. Folks, we are at the end of July. August is right tomorrow. And or 2 days. I don't know if there's 31 days or not.
Just like Baskin Robbins.
Right. But summer is creeping to an end. So I want everybody to go out there, take a friend, go to the beach, go to the park,
yes.
Go for a hike, go see a waterfall. It's about friendship, man. It doesn't matter where you're going. Go out in the hot sun, sweat your asses off with a friend.
I agree. I totally agree with everything you just said.
You want to go swimming?
I think we probably should go swimming. You're not going to go? Why not?
I'm not going to go swimming.
Why not?
I got to eat something.
Let's eat something in the pool.
No, there's no food in the pool.
You're not living, dude. You're not living. You got a pool out there.
My wife says I can't smoke in the pool, but I do. She says you can't drink in the pool, but I do. She says you can't eat in the pool. I gotta follow one rule.
And with that, this pilot may have been rough, but it is always a smooth flight here on Couch Pilots. Thank you so much, everyone, and we will see you next time.
Love each and every one of you.
On behalf of Couch Pilots and the entire crew, we'd like to thank you for joining us on this trip, and we are looking forward to seeing you on board again in the near future. Have a nice day.